Hello everyone, welcome to Praise the Run, episode 5, I think. That's what I titled it, at least, so it might be episode 6.
Yeah, correct us.
This is a couple days late. If you followed the reaction videos on the channel and stuff like that, we were getting housework done, so we didn't end up recording. And then, of course, Gamescom was still happening in the middle of all that. That's pretty much what the focus of today's episode is going to be on. We're not really going to talk about games or anything that we played this week, just because we are still going to do an episode in, literally 2 days. Because that's when we normally record, is Thursdays. So we'll do that on Thursday, along with the other side news that didn't happen on Gamescom. But I want to focus more on Gamescom. Did I introduce myself? I'm Benjamin Lucky, by the way, also the MrBenShow. This is my channel. This is Patrick.
It's me, Patrick.
Also Litterdud. His channel is in the description.
I'm an Italian man.
Also, he's featured a lot on this channel now. Yeah, this is exciting, Patrick. Gamescom is a huge deal.
Yeah.
It's kind of it used to be a bigger deal. It's still a big deal game industry wise. If you would imagine E3 being as big as it is, being Disneyland, this is the Disney World of gaming.
Oh, wow.
This is where every single European studio gets together, along with the rest of the world. But because it takes place in Cologne, Germany, you have everybody from the UN coming in. Small, big, everything. Along with companies that have nothing to fucking do with video games. And we'll see some instances of that today. But it's what I would say is a bummer now. With gaming being so online based now with showcases and everything. In-person events have, declined over time. Gamescom has always been big, but with 2 years gone, this is the first one back since the pandemic, of course.
Yeah.
The last two have been digital, including Opening Night Live, which is the first thing we're going to go through because this is the kickoff event of Gamescom proper. But Opening Night Live has only existed for about 4 years. Opening Night Live is done by Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley is the host of the Video Game Awards that he's done for the last decade plus, starting back on Spike TV to all the way to now. He's carried it on forward, and now it's very much it's his own. It's always been his own thing, but it's definitely now his own thing more than ever.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, now with E3 being, quote, dead, which I guess it is, E3 is planning on coming back next year. That's irrelevant. The Summer Games Fest exists as well, which Summer Games Fest kickoff is another showcase ran by Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
So now we have 3 Jeff Keighley showcases that not bookmark the year, but the June Summer Games thing and Opening Night Live kicking off Gamescom is very close together.
Yeah.
Because it's in August. But also you have, other side things. You had E3. You have, Nintendo does their directs all the time, right? And then PlayStation does their own thing whenever the fuck.
Right.
And then you have every single little company doing their little showcase, whatever.
Right, whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, and a lot of the summer thing is all wrapped into Summer Games Fest, which is it's basically Jeff Keighley plays Traffic Cop and runs a website blog that leads you to all of these things. And it has, a list with the times of every showcase during the summer that wants to be a part of Summer Games, whatever. But yeah, Opening Night Live suffers because it's definitely now the newest, or not, it's not the newest thing, but it's definitely falls in the middle. So we get the bigger events or the bigger games at Summer Games Fest.
Yeah.
Or especially the Video Game Awards, because all eyes are on the Video Game Awards.
Oh, yeah.
That is like winter E3, or Gamescom digitally is not as big as E3 is. Digitally, E3 I'd say has gotten a lot bigger. E3 was definitely, especially 2016, 2017, 2018, like E3 online was huge, millions of views.
Yeah.
So is the Video Game Awards. Not so much Gamescom events. Gamescom events are very old school style things. Outside of the showcases that we're gonna go over 2 showcases mainly.
Yeah.
But there's like little things that are basically like developer interviews and stuff like that.
Right.
And those streams are 7 or 8 hours long of like just wheeling different people in, talking to people and stuff like that, and that's a lot less interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
We did get a lot of stuff shown off at Gamescom, but it's a lot of the stuff that we knew about, a lot of the new stuff that we want to know about or report on or whatever in this podcast will be in these showcases.
Yeah.
There is another indie showcase Patrick and I were talking about doing reaction to during this podcast. We're not gonna do that.
Is that the one that you couldn't? The one that, like
the indie horror thing. I found it. It's just this might already be a very long podcast,
true.
and adding an hour-long reaction showcase. We can do that another time, or I can do it.
There's some like bonus features.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe episode 6.1.
Yeah.
Or whatever. 7.1.
Yeah, Gamescom, in my personal opinion, was underwhelming this year.
Yeah.
A lot of games are getting delayed, of course, because of the pandemic. We're getting that more and more. Games are still being shown off, of course, but like there's definitely a lot of stuff that was being worked on in the pandemic that is definitely elongated from being shown off. So a lot of the stuff that we do want to see, that we know exists but haven't seen yet, still haven't seen. Now, Nintendo didn't have a huge presence here. They bowed out of Gamescom pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And PlayStation didn't really have a big presence this year because PlayStation also bowed out really quickly. Because they both do their own thing whenever.
Right.
So they don't really need to show up to live events. Plus, I mean, Japan is still really bad with COVID right now. Getting in and out of the country is still pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'd imagine Nintendo doesn't want to send a bunch of people, Japanese developer-wise, showing off games and stuff like that, out to Gamescom in the middle of a pandemic still. We have yet to see what the numbers of COVID will be from the
Right.
show,
yeah.
because it ended yesterday. But yeah, I forgot what was the last thing. Would have been the Summer Games Fest thing. I feel like that was a lot of people got really sick from that, and before that, GameStop had their thing.
Yeah.
And GameStop there was a lot of people that got sick from that. I'm pretty sure it was the GameStop thing. Yeah. Anyways, though, opening night live, hosted by Jeff Keighley. I've mentioned this before. Jeff Keighley loves to promote his shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just all day long. This game. I think he ruins his showcases.
Yeah, because he just pumps it all out too early.
Yeah, because his way of promoting it is like, this game is gonna be here. We're gonna show this off, this specific game, and then I'll do that like 20 or 30 times, like throughout the week leading up to the show, And it's like, fuck, dude, you have a 2-hour show that you're gonna make me sit through.
Right.
And you just announced half the shit.
Right.
And I know a quarter of that shit is also gonna be like commercials to pay the bills to keep the show running, you know?
Right.
So like, it kind of takes the wind out of the sails.
Yeah.
And I think the last few showcases that he's put on, have been middling in quality. It's a lot. I mean, Summer Games Fest last year, not this year, but last year had Elden Ring, so that was a get hype moment. Breath of the Wild 2 got announced at the Video Game Awards one year.
Yeah.
Like, shit like that does happen at his shows. But, like, the last couple ones haven't had that big moment.
Yeah.
And I think they would have had some of those moments if he wasn't talking about it on Twitter.
Just putting them all out and stuff, right.
But I get it. You have to promote the show. I just think that the video games industry itself, if you're already tuned into that,
right,
will talk about the show get hype.
Yeah.
Of speculation, you know, before we get there. And that's how it's always been. It's always been like people, like reviewers doing betting podcasts and stuff like that of like what's going to be at the PlayStation showcase or like what's going to be at the Xbox event or whatever. It kind of sucks when, you know, half the games in the show are announced because you wanted to promote it on Twitter, which I don't even think. I mean, a lot of people see as Twitter, but like, I don't know. It's really strange. It's not like the normal way to promote things. I guess it is though. That's how I would promote this YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Twitter, Facebook, whatever.
I mean, Twitter
Instagram.
And TikTok are like the top two, really.
Yeah, it's just
now.
It's just weird to do it that way of this specific game, and maybe that's also on the developers. Maybe the developers are like, also, we want you to tweet that this
that's
is going to be
true, yeah.
here.
That could be.
So I don't know about that. I don't know what the deal is. If, like, in the contract he says, oh, yeah, I'm promoting these games specifically over this or that. Anyways, let's just start going through this stuff. So we kick it off with, like, Jeff walking on stage and shit. He's talking.
Cool little jacket.
Getting hype. And then we start off with the worst thing in the world to me. An ad. We're about to get an ad. We start with a dev's diary. And definitely not the most exciting thing. But they pitched this game called Everywhere, which is a weird open world MMO, like Second Life is kind of like what they're pitching. This game is like vaporware, is what it seems like. The reason why this game is interesting though is that the dude who is creating this game was one of the main directors at Rockstar or something like that, writers of Rockstar, and then he left Rockstar after sometime around when Red Dead 2 Online was like, I don't know, dipping, and then he sued Rockstar for a bunch of money, saying that Red Dead Online 2 stuff and money and things. I don't know the full story. I don't have that in front of me.
A ton of questions, and joining me now from Builder Rocket Boy is Adam Whiting to hopefully answer some of those, because we're a little confused, but we want to know a lot about this. So
we're a little confused. What a great great way to be like, hey, what the fuck was that, dude? Basically, he says a bunch of nothing about the game.
scope and ambition of this project are quite unlike anything else.
Yeah, see, what was that? That's nothing.
That means nothing.
Nothing. And then after that, we get another MMO announced. Dune Awakening.
Oh, I saw
Um,
a picture for this earlier.
yeah, it's just a little teaser. We get this dude. He's in the Dune mask. He's over the worm tunnel.
Oh yeah, I saw a picture of his face.
Yeah, he pulls out the ice picks. He climbs the worm.
Oh yeah, worm.
Dune Awakening.
The worm.
The MMO. Yeah, I'm not a huge Dune person.
Dune open world.
I know of Dune. Oh, this is actually probably the biggest thing. I would almost just skip past this because the background's the same. PlayStation, not really making a presence at Gamescom, was at Opening Night Live to announce a brand new Elite controller.
Nice.
Which PlayStation has not had an Elite controller. Scuff is a like Mad Catz company. Is what I would compare them to. Where they make second-party Elite controllers for PlayStation.
Yeah.
But this is now PlayStation's answer to the the Xbox Elite controller.
Nice.
I'm very interested to see what PlayStation does with a Elite controller, and pricing wise, I wonder if they're gonna undercut Xbox. The Elite 2.0 is very expensive. It's still $180.
Wow.
So if they can pull out a PlayStation controller that is like maybe $150.
I was gonna say $150 maybe.
And then it's cheaper for PlayStation people who want the Elite experience, but also PC players.
Yeah.
You get into that market now, and that's significantly cheaper than an Xbox controller.
Yep.
$30 is a huge difference. Do I think they're gonna do that? No, because PlayStation is back on their arrogant shit.
I mean, you saw that, the music in slow motion, taken apart like it's a car commercial.
Yeah, we're back in the PlayStation 3 era of PlayStation. We're back at that. We got another showing off of Callisto Protocol. They showed off, just a straight gameplay trailer of some combat. It's really nice. It's still a really pretty game. They showed off this new enemy type that has like these worm tentacles that come out of their face. After they get hurt a little bit, they become like a berserker dude. And if you don't kill them fast enough, they become like a huge enemy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's some
skip it ahead a little bit, and then we can see
Borderlands
a little
shit.
transformation real quick. There we go. Yeah, you turn into that tyrant thing.
That's like a scarier version of that Borderlands enemy, that like berserker. Like you shoot its head off and then he grows like this giant eyeball out of its head and becomes super angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's way scary.
Yeah. And then after that, he gets sucked out a slide, and you watch him go down this death slide thing and nearly dying until he dies a brutal, gory death. Dead Space shit.
Nice.
See it real quick, why not?
Oh no. Oh no. Well, that sucks.
The Callisto Protocol. I'm excited. December 2nd, I think.
That'll be fun.
Another problem I have with these Opening Night Live awards, a Games to Come thing, they do awards for games that aren't out yet.
Yeah.
Like the most anticipated game on the show floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these games aren't out yet, so it's like, we're gonna give the award to most wanted Xbox game and stuff. yeah, after that they showed what is this? Oh, this is a Souls-like that probably means nothing to you. Wait, another ad. Um, it's a Souls-like game called Lords of the Fallen. They announced a sequel a while ago. Oh, maybe this isn't it. This is it? I don't know. This is just like a CG trailer. I'm pretty sure this is the Lords of the Fallen. And good licensed
Good
music.
soundtrack, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, the Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, it's a Souls-like. I have it somewhere. Yeah, it's out of reach. It's made by the people that made The Surge. I don't know if you know that game either. This is Lords of the Fallen. It's like Viking magic kind of stuff. High fantasy.
Yeah.
Souls. And then The Surge was like robots and like not androids, but like cyborgs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they're both Souls-likes. It'll be exciting. Lords of the Fallen, the first one was just an average Souls-like, but it was kind of the first one that wasn't from Software.
Yeah.
Before the trend of the mini Souls-likes we have now.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of cool to see this coming back. I'm interested because I like Souls games.
Yeah.
But it was just a CG trailer, nothing much. We got Moving Out 2 showed off.
Nice.
Have you played? Did you play Moving Out 1?
No, but it looks great.
Yeah, it's just a great fun time where you move furniture out of houses.
Nice.
And it's kind of like Overcooked, but it's a lot more chaotic, but
Yeah.
not as like demanding. I don't know. Like Overcooked is definitely like chaotic, but it's also like you have to make sure you're cooking your food and stuff like that.
Right.
And make sure that shit's getting out. Moving out, you're just worrying about moving
slinging
furniture.
stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks great.
Yeah, it's just a good old time.
Everything has smiles.
After that, probably one of the bigger titled games showed off. We got a new trailer for Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really show anything much more. Patrick and I did a reaction to like the state of play. They just showed off some more story stuff. A little bit of magic, but yeah, they showed the pre-order deluxe whatever.
Oh yeah.
They announced another big game. Probably one of the biggest games now owned by Embracer Group, or THQ Nordic. They now own Gearbox.
Wow.
Which I don't like Gearbox. I've
No.
talked about this repeatedly
Yeah.
because I don't like Randy Pitchford, and I definitely don't like Borderlands.
Yeah.
But Gearbox is now in charge of Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh,
Instead of Telltale, they will be writing and creating the new Tales of the Borderlands.
I haven't played any of those. I've played all the Borderlands games, but none of the Tales of the...
Yeah, I played the first episode of Tales from the Borderlands because that's the first Telltale episodes of Telltale games were always free.
Mm-hmm.
So I did play that. It was fine. It was probably one of the better ones of those games. I think because it's based off a video game that it wasn't just Telltale's budget, it was Gearbox's budget as well. So there was a lot more care into it. But also, Gearbox didn't write that game. Telltale did. And Telltale's writing is really good. So you had this case where, like, I don't know, it got more money and more polish than a lot of the other Telltale games coming out. But also, Telltale wasn't like the height of their shit, you know? Like, a few of the episodes of Walking Dead were out already, or a few of the seasons, but it wasn't finished yet. The Wolf Among Us was out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were the height of their shit. But they showed off, like, you know, a story trailer. Because that's what these games are, this story.
Yeah.
You're just picking options through dialogue and watching movie scenes.
That's interesting.
But yeah, you showed off the cast and stuff. This is definitely
If we can find whatever's in that vault,
totally different.
we can change our lives.
I hate the writing of this.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's a totally different writing than that first Tales from the Borderlands. But this is definitely, if you like Borderlands, you're probably gonna like this, or at least like the humor if you already like that humor,
Yeah.
because it's definitely that.
Yeah.
I always wanted to change the universe for the better. And
Yeah.
now we actually
Yeah, new Tales from the
Word.
Borderlands.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I still gotta do the other one too, because I think there's like, I know there's one character from the first one that is in the other Borderlands game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many other returning characters there are, but I know it's like canon or whatever. I don't know if this will be canon. That'd be cool though.
I assume so. I think Borderlands is pretty good on their lore. I'll give them that. But after that, we get another ad, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Um,
yourself.
After that, we get Dying Light 2 with their new DLC.
Nice.
Just a little trailer for it. Nothing major. Dying Light 2, something.
Stay human.
We get a trailer for Tortuga, a pirate's life, which
Nice.
is
Very
a
weird.
strategy PC pirate game that
Uh-huh.
was obviously here because they paid money to be in an advertisement. I don't think this was like a part of the showcase, but that got showed off, and then we got a Marauders ad.
Raid.
Kyle's been
Shadow
super into
Legends.
watching people play Marauders.
That's
that
like
had,
the
closed
new,
beta.
the new Tarkov kinda.
Yeah, where you're going and like raiding into ships and stuff like that.
Yeah, not the space one though.
No, it's in space.
Oh, that is the space one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. We watched some stuff a while ago about that.
Yeah.
Looks pretty sick.
And then after that was was this Destiny? I think, yeah, Destiny 2 Lightfall something? Lightfall? That sounds right.
Oh.
The new
Destiny.
expansion. They showed the trailer before the showcase. Like, it dropped before the showcase. And we got another award. Most wanted PC game. Whatever.
Heck yeah. All of them.
After that, they showed off Sonic Frontiers.
Alright, another Sonic.
We got a story trailer this time, but it showed off a decent amount of gameplay. If we skip ahead a little bit. Maybe. There we go. It looks better in this than it did before. But the last time we saw it, it was running on Switch.
Yeah.
It was not a good way to show it. But like, look at the texture on Sonic's gloves.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, for a CG cutscene, that's great. It still has some motion blur and it's still like framey in some parts, but like, I don't know. If it's a 7, then it's better than most Sonic games. So that's kind of how I feel. But yeah, new Sonic. After that, we get a game. I don't remember, what is this called? I think it's like Under the Sea or something like that.
Yeah.
We just got, it's like a little story trailer thing. Yeah. Underwater life game. I don't know. Under the Waves.
but maybe more peaceful.
Yeah, I don't know about peaceful, but like, you're definitely not trying to survive. It looks like.
Like you're just chilling with the fish,
Yeah.
getting those good fish pics and
Yeah, you're not like
writing
building
in
a
your
base or
lonely
whatever.
submarine journal and
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Absu, but with a submarine.
Right.
After that, we got Goat Simulator 3. Brand new trailer. They showed off a bunch of shit in
On
here.
the farm.
They showed off new game modes. They showed off like new outfits and stuff like that. They showed off tons of stuff.
Yeah, it's like a totally legit game.
This is a real good trailer. This is worth just like watching the whole thing. You know.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I really like the first one. I didn't play any of the DLC because there's so much DLC.
Yeah.
But that first Ghost Simulator I really liked.
I played a ton of the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I played because then they came out with like that RPG mode, and I played that.
Yeah,
That was
I never
hilarious.
played any of that stuff.
Oh man, there's a lot of callbacks right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be cool.
That
Ghost
is
Simulator
pretty sick,
3.
Yeah.
After
Just gonna play
that,
the first one again.
yeah, I probably will too. I think I have it on both systems. Or every system, I guess. And then, yeah, a Return to Monkey Island trailer. You know, we got a release date for it. It's in September 19th, I think. That's what it says right
Nice.
there. Yeah. Switch and PC. Cool. Monkey Island's cool. After that, we did, speaking of Subnautica, Subnautica has teamed up with the writer of the Mistborn series to create a turn-based miniature battler thing called Moonbreaker,
Yeah.
which we could see after the ad. I might have to buy a YouTube Red
Yeah.
just so we can do these things without ads in the middle.
Support us by buying us YouTube Red.
Yeah.
Hear that?
What?
I was telling the people listening
Oh.
to support
No, I
us
didn't. No,
by buying it for us.
Sorry, I didn't hear it.
It's okay.
No. That wasn't loud at all. Fuck. My brain. I don't like the look of this game, personally. But this game isn't for me. This is definitely more your and Kyle's bag, at least type of game. But they did show off some cool things about this. So all these miniatures you can paint just like real miniatures
In the game?
in the game.
Wow. That's
Um,
probably the coolest part.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Wow.
Like super detailed.
They found that's a niche right there. There's gonna be a whole fucking
Yeah.
page for that.
And also, there's like a collecting aspect. There's like 100
Oh, yeah.
something characters.
And that's
that
just
they're
the
starting
beginning.
off with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the new
Oh, that's
game.
cool. It died and it turns gray.
Yeah. This is the new game from Subnautica.
That one's just all blue. That's cool.
Many ways to
Many
play.
ways to play.
Early access September 29th. Also, that's published by the PUBG people. I don't know if they own them or not, but
Yeah.
that's interesting. I did find that interesting.
If it's like a deck builder type game, or like you have so many and you can play whoever you want to, that would be kind of fun, because then it does have that like.
it looks like a XCOM, but you're like.
You don't think there's
Battle.
like a versus, like an online?
No, I think there'll be a versus, but it's
Yeah.
like a tactics game.
Yeah.
Like XCOM, how you you have your ways that you can move.
Right, but I
your
mean, like,
miniatures.
since it's collecting, like everyone you play will have their own
Oh, yeah.
build of.
You mean like a hero? I guess like a hero. Yeah, like a hero shooter.
Oh, yeah, I
or
guess.
class base or something.
I don't know the names.
Yeah,
I'm
a
just
deck
I'm just
builder,
thinking
like
of it like
cards.
yeah, it's like cards, except with people.
Yeah, I guess I just wouldn't think of a deck of cards with like 4 cards.
Is it, oh, it would
There
only
was
be
like
that.
12 people on that field.
Yeah, I don't know.
But speaking of versus things, they announced this game. You got this weird trailer with cards.
Nice.
It's exactly
yeah.
what. It's not exactly what you're thinking. This is like, what if Neon White was also GoldenEye? That's kind of what I got the vibe of. It's like a team deathmatch, but you use the cards like Neon White to fire and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
It shows some gameplay, right? I thought it. Yeah. Yeah, vampire bullets. Like, you go in there with your card loadout, and like, just like you said.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a deck of cards with 4 cards. So I guess you're right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, like the game, like a deck, you can have more than 4 cards in a.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't. I was just saying that. Never mind. I was saying that there was 12 people on the field, and there was 2 teams versus each other, and
Oh,
I just
don't
would
know.
have thought.
I don't know what the math is.
Anyways, the coolest game at the showcase, fucking Liza P, dude.
Yeah.
Liza P was sick as hell. It's definitely the highlight for me.
Yeah.
I'm pumped on this game. If you don't know what Liza P is, it's Bloodborne, Dark Souls, but Pinocchio. And Pinocchio is fighting robots, and these robots are called puppets. And also, you might be you're a robot, and the more you lie, the more human you become, or the more you tell the truth, the more robots you become, because robots can't lie apparently, but
Right.
only humans lie.
Nice.
This game has a fucking grappling hook. It's a Souls. It looks like Bloodborne. This is kind of like every single part of all the games that I like.
Yeah.
I just hope it plays well. It's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to have a huge budget. It doesn't have to have like a huge sprawling world. If it's a solid 8 hours and it plays good, like that's all I need from it.
Right.
I don't want a mediocre like 30-hour Souls.
Yeah, it can be a short, sweet story. You know, you get to do a bunch of cool shit. Call it a day.
Yeah. But these fucking designs are crazy. Crazy. Anyways, we'll be back to Liza P in a little bit. After that, more ads, more awards. This pissed me off. We got some lady talking about space for no reason.
For no reason.
Fuck, I keep pressing B instead of A. That's my bad. I'm pressing it with my pinky, not looking. Yeah, this lady talking about space for like 2 minutes, and then they fucking leave this shot rolling. Oh, God damn it with the fucking ads, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely buying YouTube Red for the next podcast.
This is easy.
Yeah, they leave like this shot of her like floating and doing front flips for like 20 seconds. Just like keep it going. Just fill time. We're just holding it here. Why are we holding it here? Why aren't we cutting? I don't know. I was just.
You don't think it's cool that she can do flips without
No.
any assistance?
Why the fuck is she here in the first
We
place?
love zero gravity
I don't
flips.
want to talk about space in my video game
But it's
showcase.
a segue to
I don't want to
space.
fucking talk at all in my video game showcase.
It's a segue to the space, see? It's perfect. They're
This
like,
has nothing to do with that last thing, though. I mean, she did like, oh, it's cool to see all the space games coming out in the new world.
That's it. That was all they needed for the space segue.
But it's the European Space Association, so I imagine they paid some money. Anyways, this is another survival MMO called Stranded. It's probably going to be like every other early access MMO on Steam. Sorry. Not sorry. But that's what you got. After that was this game. I don't remember this game. What is this game? Oh, this is like, I think it's some co-op action hack and slash thing. I don't think they show any gameplay for this shit at all. Oh no, they show a second. No, it's not. Never mind. I lied. Oh, that's never mind. Atlas Fallen. That's why I can't remember. It's super generic. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like a superhero hack and slash. It's like Darksiders, but with like space jumps. I don't know. I mean, it looks high budget, but like, I don't know, man.
It's a lot of sand.
Yeah, it's a lot of sand. You're not, but like maybe with all that sand, they could put a lot of time into that combat. But Deck 13 is a bigger studio and Focus, so maybe they got some money behind it. After that, here's another highlight of, I hate the talkings. Like,
late 90s is Homeworld. Did anyone else play that back in the day? Great PC.
Nobody.
That's my favorite.
Nobody.
I love that.
And we've got
He was like, keep going, just keep going.
Yeah. After that, they show Homeworld 3.
Why? I would just be like, alright, skip Homeworld 3. Obviously, no one.
Yeah. Who the fuck cares?
No one's here for
Apparently, Gearbox really cares. They want you to care. Was it last year? Whatever the last E3 was, and they had like 80,000 showcases. Gearbox had a showcase. In that 30-minute showcase, they had like maybe 10 5-second trailers for Homeworld 3 that were basically just the equivalent of like that last 5 seconds of that trailer.
Yeah.
Just, like, it'll be like this, and it'll be like Homeworld 3. It was stupid. It's
Nice.
still stupid. Whatever. After that, we got, is this Hoyoverse? Genshin Impact trailer. Genshin Impact's getting an update. That's cool. I think it's out. I haven't played Genshin Impact. But they showed off their next new game. After that, called Honkai Star Rail, which is a turn-based strategy RPG. Genshin Impact is kind of like Breath of the Wild, action-based, like open world RPG thing.
Yeah.
So this will be different for them.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't think this has an MMO aspect to it either. Genshin Impact is also like an MMO gacha game where like you're collecting waifus and it's free to play.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is supposed to be this. And there's another game that they're working on that's definitely not that at all, called CCC, but that wasn't here. I think that was at Summer Games Fest. So. Anyways, after that, another award. Why? I don't know. But who won it? It was the Last Case of Benedict Fox. I can't wait to play that game next year. It's really cool. Yeah. Why? After that, for all you Rick and Morty fans, I guess, another thing that I'm not the biggest fan of, they showed off High on Life.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think this game, I mean, one, I don't vibe with it
Yeah.
because of the humor and stuff like that. I don't think this is a great showing.
Get customizable furniture at joybird.com that complements your art. Your green thumb.
The gun just constantly talking is...
And the guy's not very good either. Like, he's just kind of...
Yes, this is a very boring fight as well.
Yeah.
But like, not only does the gun talk to you, this gun talk to you, every weapon talks.
Right.
And they're all basically different versions of the Rick and Morty voices.
Right.
It's a...
Which is also a Borderlands thing.
Yeah.
Not that they had talking guns first, but that's like a thing that they've done in all their games.
Yeah. Yeah, this is annoying. This sucks. I don't know, I'm not excited for this at all. I'll play it. It'll be on Game Pass, but...
So, what kind of sucks is like a lot of these, like I've seen some trailers for these already, like other different ones in this, and I've already heard repeat
lines,
phrases,
like that.
which means that like you're not gonna get halfway through this game without everything they say becoming like absolutely
too much,
just boring,
and especially if this is supposed to be like the main gun, because this blue gun is like the main character
right. That's
gun.
like he's like your BFF basically, and then this knife,
like,
which tethers with its tongue and is apparently able to do that through the back of his head.
I thought the tether and the knife were two different things.
No, that's part of the joke. That's part of the joke. Is that you're racist if you think a knife can't be a grappling hook.
Wow.
Yeah.
How cool.
But like, this fight is not like... This game kind of reminds me of a game that you would get, like, from like a Happy Meal, like back in the day, you know?
Yeah. I think this is like Ratchet and Clank, but with a lower budget and bad writing.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really whatever at this point. Like, delay it all you want. I don't think this game is gonna be great.
Yeah, that playthrough had like 3 colors in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how flat it was. It was very like...
Yeah. It's unfortunate. We got a montage real quick of a bunch of Level Infinite games, which is owned by Embracer Group. Dark Tide, I forgot the name of this game. Oh, Tower of Fantasy. People are really excited about that game. Blood Hunt. Just all the games that they've working on. There's nothing really new or anything in there. After that is Game Pass montage. We're running out of things now, and we're only halfway through the show. Speaking of Telltale, we got their next new game, The Expanse. Behind the scene looks, you know, devs talking over The Expanse.
Yeah.
Telltale game. After that, another big surprise. We watched this trailer the other day, just us. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's fucking crazy. This is gonna be the game that they're creating.
That's right.
But hey, Friday the 13th worked out real well for them. And it's a bummer that they can't do anything else with that game because of the lawsuits and stuff that were happening with the movie rights. But hopefully this is better than a Predator or I don't know. We're getting a couple of these games. We're getting Killer Clowns. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is coming out.
Yeah.
This probably seems like the most interesting just because of how weird it could probably be.
Right.
And it's also a 3-on-7. You have the 3 main clowns versus 7, like, escapees.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting versus, like, 1 versus 5 or whatever the fuck those other ones were. After that was Scars Above, which was
We have an issue.
weird trailer thing. I don't know.
Sensors offline. I'm switching to backup generators.
Oh no. The backup generators. A lot of floating rocks.
Yeah.
A lot of carb.
This looks like generic
that looks
sci-fi
cool.
game. I don't know. Some of the enemy designs look great, but like, I feel like I've played this game already like 10 other times, so I don't know. I'm sure it'll be great once it gets here. It looks horror-esque, so
Yeah.
I like creepiness.
Like maybe like a Dead Space, but you can hit other planets and shit, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Coming soon.
Stars.
Then we got another award for sustainability or whatever, for being environmentally friendly. After that, we got a game from not even like a teaser, like a trailer. We got a teaser, a tiny little teaser from a new studio from people that were developers of all these games, all these massive RPGs.
Nice.
They're working on a game called Word Song, and their new studio is called Something Wicked. This is concept art with a title. This is nothing.
Wow.
But, I guess it's cool that all these people are making this game that we're supposed to be excited about.
Oh no, the sun turned to an eyeball.
Yeah. Where this witch is gonna shush you. Be quiet in her library. Or she'll sing her word song.
Oh, is that a D? It looks like it says Wyro song.
Yeah, it's a D.
It's a horrible D.
Adventure with us.
I don't like the game because I can't even choose a good D. They chose a tornado. That's the symbol for a tornado on a map.
Yeah.
Really a circle.
Well, maybe that's something to do with it, maybe.
Tornadoes. It's really just a game where it's a tornado RPG.
Or cyclones or something.
It's a tornado simulator. You just go through mythical worlds and destroy them with your tornado.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what like, I get, like, you're excited about your game, but, like, you didn't announce
something.
any people with that.
No one
You
specific.
just said games and then showed me some concept art
Right.
of...
You gave us a title.
Yeah.
And you breathed into one of those fucking toilet paper tubes at the end.
A studio that hasn't made anything yet, but drew some stuff. I don't know, man. But cool, I guess.
We
Whatever.
could have been the worst people from all those studios too. Like all the people that got fired for being horrible, all got together, and it's like if we put our credits on there, they'll think we're good. I know that trick.
Yeah, it's a very strange thing that, I don't know, even with like games that are big, like the Metroid Prime 4 or like Bayonetta 3, the classic ones where it's just like a title, or Elder Scrolls 6 is another one where they announced Starfield and then they announced Elder Scrolls 6, and then it was just like a title reveal for both of them. That's
Right.
some cool art. After that, they announced some Age of Empires DLC.
Cool.
Free DLC. Yeah, hell yeah, whatever. Kyle wasn't super into it, but or into Age of Empires 4, but I'm sure if he had a reason to go back, he would try it again. He went back to what, Humankind or whatever it was called.
Yeah, he rotates through them.
Yeah, but that had a new update recently, and
Yeah.
he went back to it, even though he wasn't super hot on that game either. After that,
Yeah, no, that one was.
yeah. After that was another Gotham Knights trailer. You've seen this game too much.
Yeah, I've seen so many, and it seems like they announce all these different characters, but it's like it feels like it's the same.
The same characters, yeah. Red Hood or Nightwing.
Nightwing, right?
I'm pretty sure this is a villains trailer though. Yeah, this is all villains. So they show off Harley, they show off Clayface, they show off Mr. Freeze, they show off more of the Court of the Owls, Yeah. We knew all of these villains were here already, so they haven't announced anyone new yet, but,
some little clay minions.
yeah, that's cool. That's not in any of the other ones before. Yeah, I think, yeah, no one knew, just those. I was trying to see who this last shot was, but I think it was just another owl. After that was, I was super excited about this game too. We watched this trailer as well, earlier. I think this is a Souls-like, made, like, a China, made in a China. I think this is supposed to be like a Chinese Souls-like, which is cool. Give me more, Asian culture Souls-like games, because I think those world settings are amazing. This is called Where the Winds Meet. I was hoping they would get to the gameplay. We watched a different trailer for this, but we're gonna see an ad first. But yeah, last time we watched a different trailer that had a lot more gameplay in it. But that basically, like, no, we did watch that trailer because I mentioned, I was like, it was weird that the music has subtitles.
Oh right, yeah.
But yeah, we watched the extended version that had more gameplay. But yeah, this is that same trailer, but with less shots in it. Yeah, this game looks cool. I don't know. It's a little framey. It hitches in some weird spots, like before he does combat moves and stuff like that. But I don't know. It looks nice. I like it. Hell yeah. You gotta dodge, you gotta parry. That's all I can ask for, really. Where the Winds Meet. Looks dope. After that, you start getting into the shit that, you remember how I said you start filling it with stuff that's not even video games?
Yeah.
Well, video game adjacent, Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima. Mr. Kojima?
Jeff Keighley's best friend in the whole wide world.
Mr. Kojima.
Showed his face in a studio. The Spotify logo behind him. And announced a podcast. Not a video game.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't talk about the 2 video games that he's working on that we know about. Or at least know that he's working on 2 video games. He announced a podcast that also Jeff Keighley is apparently going to be on, and he's going to be doing game news.
Nice.
Which is weird.
So copying us.
Well, they're just copying every single thing. But why is Jeff Keighley... One, why does Hideo Kojima have a podcast about video game development called Brain Structure? But why is Jeff Keighley doing a news segment in the middle of it? It's so weird.
What kind of weird
strange.
contract did they sign? Yeah.
It's so weird. It'll be simultaneously...
It almost looks like he's being held hostage sitting there, though.
I think every time he's on camera, he looks like he's about to be held hostage.
Yeah.
Or he looks like he's being held hostage to talk. Spotify's like, if you don't get paid, if you don't talk on camera...
Yeah, his hands are tied down. He doesn't lift... Oh, okay, I was going to say, if he doesn't lift them once, I'm going to be worried. Oh, look, he even has, like, a face shot for it. He's so committed.
Yeah, no, it's like Spotify is paying him to do an exclusive podcast.
I mean, that's cool. He's a legend, you know, in his own right. He should get his special podcast. It is weird that it's on here.
It's also very strange that it's Kojima. It's very strange that they're doing a dual release.
Yeah.
With Japanese and English.
Right.
English translated out, I'd imagine with subtitles, because there'll also be a video podcast. Because Spotify, if you have a Spotify exclusive podcast, I think in the contract it says you have to do a video podcast.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking strange. What a weird thing to announce at this when we're expecting Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
The horror game that you're apparently working on called Overdose. If that's the Xbox thing, if that's not the Xbox thing that you're working on, what is the Xbox thing that you're working on? It's very, very strange. After that, we got a new trailer for Park Beyond. Park Beyond is a new roller coaster tycoon like.
Yay! Like Thrillville.
I'd kind of Thrillville isn't as technical as this. This looks like you're gonna get more in depth like Roller Coaster Tycoon or Planet Coaster. But fantasy like Thrillville, where like you could build roller coasters that fly and stuff like that, or like shoot your guests out of a cannon and have them launch into another thing.
That's cool.
Like,
yeah,
like
Thrillville, you can like. There's like games are a big part of it too. It's not just roller coasters.
Yeah.
It's like 50-50. Like you can build cool coasters, but you also have to like. There's also that business aspect where you have to make sure that the games are legit.
Yeah, this is gonna have that as well. But every time we've seen this, it's been more of the creativity focus aspect of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna have your shops and everything, and be able to min-max money and stuff like that. All the fun things of Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know, when it rains, you jack up the price of umbrellas,
right?
Stuff like that. Make food double price and take away the bathrooms.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I like those games. I just started playing. I think it's the first Thrillville. One of the Thrillvilles are on Game Pass right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Imagine all of them are backwards compatible.
I had both of them back in the day. I played I played those games so much.
Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't be backwards compatible. Those games are fun. I did like them back in the day too. But I haven't played them since then. After that, they didn't announce a video game.
Nice.
Because we're in the segment of fuck video games apparently.
Right. Why would they?
They announced an electric car.
Hell
Mini Cooper's putting out a concept car with Pokemon.
Nice.
Not putting it out. It's a concept car.
Okay.
I think it said there was 11 of them in existence. I read that somewhere. It's just an electric car on the show floor.
Big love.
For some reason, they teamed up with Pokemon.
Oh, that was.
And it's never coming out.
That was cool. You saw that like
projector thing.
Electricity everywhere. That's
yeah.
Neat.
Well, it'll never be a thing. It'll never come out because that's what concept cars at these trade shows are. It's not the first time a concept car. It even says concept on it. It says concept Ace Man.
Yeah.
That's another. It's okay. We talked about this sideways. I would go a little rant because I did this in my reaction to it. Why is it Pokemon themed?
Yeah.
2, it looks like a Bulbasaur. Why isn't it not Bulbasaur themed instead of Pikachu themed? If anything, like.
And it's just those two that they mentioned. They like, it looks like Bulbasaur, but they flashed Pikachu a bunch.
Yeah, because it's an electric car.
Yeah.
Which I get, but like, why is it green? Like the roof was green.
Right.
Why not make it yellow?
Yeah, or just.
Or red and white, like a Pokeball or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like anything else.
Yeah, it's just really strange choices. I imagine this is a Gamescom thing. This is not a Jeff Keighley thing. I mean, Jeff probably thought this was cool as hell and was like, sure, we'll include this. This was definitely felt like, hey, Mini Cooper's paying us a lot of money to put this on the show floor, and we want you to put this in your showcase. Because they're also paying money to put this at airtime.
Right.
Because this is the only, like, Gamescom doesn't have a proper showcase.
Yeah.
This is the closest thing Gamescom has to that. There's a whole bunch of showcases and things that happen, or, like, developer interviews that happen, but they're not showcases.
Right.
This is, like, the only showcase that's Gamescom proper, and there's a couple of showcases on the side that are Gamescom related, but they're not the Gamescom thing.
Right.
Like after this we'll be talking about the future game showcase, which is for Gamescom, but it's sponsored by like Meta or some other company.
Yeah.
It's not sponsored by Gamescom or anything like that. But yeah, Pokemon car.
Play on.
Why not?
As it says.
No space game. Darktide.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Darktide's sick. Vermintide's sick. If you haven't played Warhammer Left 4 Dead games, they're fucking dope.
I love Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, you should play Vermintide.
Yeah.
Vermintide 2 is amazing. And it should be on Game Pass. This will also be on Game Pass when it comes out.
Nice.
I'm really excited for this because this is the sci-fi version of that.
Yeah. That's super cool.
Yeah. Warhammer 40k Darktide. Hype. We've seen it a bunch. It comes out soon, so that's exciting.
Yeah. That'd be cool if Kyle likes that game too.
Yeah, Kyle does. Well, Kyle likes Warhammer, period.
Right. He played a little bit. I don't know if I ever got him into.
He likes 40k.
The Left 4 Dead, the new Left 4 Dead game that they made.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've heard him talk about
Back
that
for
game.
Blood or something, I think it's called. I don't remember.
It seems like it would be up his alley. Zombie is like.
I think he tried to play it, but it was like right when it came out, and it was still kind of like framey because there's thousands of zombies coming at you.
Yeah. Zombies is like the only horror he'll go near.
Yeah.
Usually. And he like State of Decay. He was super into Dead Island. He liked a lot.
Yeah.
Like he loves zombie games specifically, but yeah, I don't know. He wants to get this game. He's super hyped on Darktide.
That'd be sick, so we can play together.
Yeah, I'd say play Vermintide too, because that game you can play right away right now.
All right. I'll tell him when he gets home.
I forgot what this next game is called.
I don't know. Their hair's tied together.
Yeah. I don't know if they're sisters or not, or if they're the same person. It's like some split personality thing.
Ooh.
But we got a trailer. They tell a story about a witch. Oh, there's the gameplay. Yeah. You play as it's first-person archer. This looks fucking dope. And the monster designs are fucking dope.
It's like Turok.
Yeah, kind of. Will you become the good or the evil witch?
Oh, you get oh, that was a scary guy. Oh no,
it looks like Fable.
Yeah, it has that. Yeah.
Like Fable first person.
That's weird. The
Blacktail.
The
8-bit.
Little 8-bit things. Yeah, I wonder what that means.
I have no clue. I thought it was a choice too. It was weird. If you like girls with masks, we got another one for you. This is a side-scroller, third-person action game that plays like a Souls-like almost.
All right.
But in the side-scroller, it looks like Little Nightmares. It's called Phantom Hellcat. This game looks fucking dope. Here's another ad.
It looked music related though.
I think she has that thing on her, but I don't
it just
know.
sounded like the beats were going with the sword.
Yeah, I think they just did that on purpose. But I'll scroll back quick. It's a pretty quick trailer because they showed this game off a couple of times this summer.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think this looks dope.
That is sick. Maybe like you collect tapes and your tapes change your weapon or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like maybe that was what that was signifying.
Do you know what Crossfire is?
Not the game.
The game.
No.
Crossfire.
I know what literally it is. But
Crossfire is like one of the biggest games you probably never heard of. Of course, you said you never heard of. Crossfire is like a first-person shooter that's really big in South Korea.
Okay.
It's in China.
Nice.
They announced a mobile game.
Oh, okay.
Or an update to the mobile game or something. I don't know if this might not be a mobile game. I don't know what this is. It's part of Crossfire though.
Babylon.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just the regular. It's Crossfire X. Okay, this is the actual game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a new map to the actual game. Yeah.
Meh.
Whatever.
It's not my...
Another award. Yeah. After that, they announced Door for Manic is coming to console.
Ooh.
Super hype.
Yeah, that's great.
When is it coming?
Build cute worlds. I will.
September 29th.
Oh man.
Switch.
I'm very excited. Oh, only the Switch? I'll never get to play it.
After that was Outlast Trials. Baby.
Oh yeah.
On when you might get to play it.
I'm so excited for a new Outlast. Outlast Trials is a prequel that's kind of like the setup to the psychological stuff that happens in later Outlast games.
Yeah.
This is the first rounds of testings on people. Is what the pitch of this is. That's why all of this weird house like thing is that it's putting you through all these Saw-like experiments and stuff like that. And people are watching you always, trying to escape. It looks fucking dope. It looks like more Outlast, you know?
Yeah.
It's multiplayer. It's, I think, 4 people. And you're just trying to escape and survive. And that sounds dope.
Sounds great, yeah.
Give me more Outlast lore. After that, we got what? Another. Oh, this is a nothing trailer. This is like a little sneak peek to a new shooter called The Finals. That's also like a TV show. It's not also a TV show, but it's like
in the game.
In the game.
Yeah.
The competition takes place as a TV show.
Yeah, which I mean that's kind of in like a couple different ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like a team deathmatch kind of thing. Is
Yeah.
what it seems like. And not a battle royale, which I've seen. What game was it with Risky Towers or whatever? Tricky Tower? No, Tricky Tower's a different game. I don't know. There was the people who made Lawbreakers, Boss Key Studios. They made a battle royale that was supposed to be like a TV show thing.
Right.
And then it got canceled.
Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking of too.
Yeah, with like the BMX bikes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And then, last trailer of the show, they showed off what leaked 2 weeks before, or the week before, Dead Island 2.
Oh, right, yeah.
They showed a giant trailer for it, a CG trailer. And then after that, they showed off gameplay. And, it looks good. I'm excited. That first game is okay. That second game really sucks.
Oh,
maybe
wow.
This will be a lot better.
It looks like he turns his gun into a melee weapon.
Yeah, so that's a huge thing, is that guns are gonna be there, but like this is definitely a lot more melee focused.
Yeah, it's like so far now. Because if it's still on an island, you only have so much ammunition.
Well, that's the thing, it's not on an island anymore.
Oh.
You're in LA, baby.
Well, even then, you still only have so much ammo if you've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
So it's probably like far in between.
And it looks like there's a multiplayer aspect. Like, he goes outside at the end of this trailer, and there's like neighbors. You ways that they're like fighting. Here's another ad, because why not? Yeah, I'm excited for a new Dead Island. I don't know. That was the end of opening night lives, though.
Nice.
Dead Island was the end of that. After that, we had our future game show, which was a little bit smaller. Not a full 2-hour show, but close. An hour 20 minutes.
Ready to game the system?
Yeah. Visa ad.
I'm gonna game the system.
We got pre-show shit. Where does the showcase start? Show me where the showcase starts. Where? Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, there wasn't a lot of this show. I wasn't expecting much out of it. It was hosted by
Our first world premiere, shall we?
the God of War people. Who are these people? This is a different year. No, that's from earlier. Okay, that's from June. I was like, what the fuck? Why don't you guys have like the new one up on your channel? Jesus Christ. It's so weird. Sure, let me go to IGN and not your own channel or GameSpot or whatever. They play 1,000 ads. Yeah, it's hosted by God of War and Freya. They put out they did the showcase. Here's the ad. There's just a lot of indie games. This game's called The Gap. It's like a psychological horror thing. I don't know if horror, but like a psychological, thrilling walking simulator.
The hippocampus is an old cortical area.
Sure. After that was Aliens Fireteam Elite DLC. Cause okay, sure. Why not? I didn't know this game sold. I didn't know it sold well enough for DLC, and 2, I didn't know if it did critically well enough for it to get DLC. I'm pretty sure people did not like this game, but
yeah, but now you're getting over-the-shoulder laser.
Yeah, I don't know.
With more xenomorphs.
Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe people did like this game.
I mean, whoever's the xenomorph a licensed character?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
They are making them right now. They got more.
We're mutated game.
Yeah.
Or maybe because are they also? Are Aliens and Predator, are they the same people? Maybe because that show came out with Predator, they're like, oh, we got extra money. Oh, okay, they're just fighting each other. Oh, okay.
No, they just have that crossover thing, but
okay.
They don't have anything to do with
So maybe
each
they were taking some of that show money and saying, let's get that game a DLC. Maybe we can get some people back.
No, that has nothing to do. That was a Amazon thing. I don't know who made that, but yeah, that has nothing to do with this at all. Warner, I think it's Warner Brothers who published it. I'm not sure though. Anyways, it's irrelevant. The game sucks. Fucking. After that was a third-person, first-person battle royale multiplayer shooter thing.
Yeah.
Where you play as toy soldiers.
Nice.
Cool. It's called Hypercharge.
Nice.
Yeah. After that, they announced a pixel point-and-click adventure game with a demo release called The Curse of the Golden something? Golden Idol. Curse of the Golden Idol. It's like a Mad Libs detective game.
Okay.
The pixel art looks grotesque but beautiful at the same time.
Yeah.
I love the way this looks. It's like simple but like detailed at the same time. My nose is running. It won't stop. Yeah, I'm really interested by that. It's it looks cool. The demo's out now though.
Nice.
So that's cool. With all of the animal simulators and animal games, another one gets announced.
Yay.
Where you play as a raccoon.
Oh yeah.
And you sneak around as a raccoon. Trying to find food. And it's called Snackoon.
It's like the goose simulator, but you're a raccoon.
Yeah.
Getting snacks.
When snack foods are apparently outlawed. Yeah.
Wow.
This looks fun.
Well, really, that raccoon's just being selfish then, because there's other types of food.
Yeah, but donuts are cool.
Donut.
This fucking fly is pissing me off so badly. Just won't go away. I want to kill it so badly. Oh, there's two of them.
It just wants to be on the podcast.
Did I get it? Probably not. Nope, there it goes. Yeah, Snackoon. Looks cool. After that was this trailer. I don't remember what this was for. It looks like Myst. But oh, this game, it's like a Skyrim or Oblivion homage.
Yeah.
Is what I got from it. Like it looks like straight up Oblivion.
Yeah. It looks doesn't look very fun.
No. This is definitely a dry ass fantasy RPG if I ever saw one. But
it also looks like you're walking very close to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know why the perspective is weird. There's also a lot of popping and shit. So maybe with some polish, some time, we'll figure that shit out.
This future show looks more like a past game show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the smartest animal on the planet.
After that, we get another city building sim game.
Yeah.
Kind of like a not a Frostpunk, but I don't know. You would know more of these games.
We need food
but
and shelter.
You build cities on an island and gather resources and stuff from other islands, and then yeah.
Build something together.
This is like a preachy game, though.
Oh what?
A preachy game. Like you need to
elaborate.
Like you need to it's gonna tell you the whole time like your planet's doomed. You need to recycle.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, you and everyone you know are horrible people.
I don't think
it's kind of like that Hitchhiker's game that I thought was going to be exciting, but then it just keeps telling you the same message over and over again.
I don't think that that is the premise. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, the world has got its shit.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear them tell me, you know. Like, just even all the things he was saying right then, he's like, we gotta come together. And so it's like, I know that, man. I don't want to play a game that reminds me of the outside world.
Yeah.
I want to play a game where I rebuild a world that's already great, or one on the moon, you know?
Yeah.
Not one that I already currently live in that's made of trash. I mean, it looks like a cool game, but I'm not gonna play it, because the guy was talking to me like he knows something.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not my type of games, but I was like, this looks like something my roommates might be down with. Building cities and gathering wood for fires and shit. I don't know. After that, we mentioned it, or I mentioned it for a second. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. This was shown off.
Heck yeah, most anticipated game.
Was it, This was at the Xbox event for summer E3 time.
Ooh, a Portal.
Whatever. It's coming to Game Pass next year. It's a Metroidvania based in like H.P. Lovecraft, like old god kind of lore.
Yeah.
It's just a good trailer. Shows off some gameplay and like different mechanics and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm excited for it. Definitely worth taking a look at. After that, we got another update to a game that we've seen before called A Little to the Left. Which is a little puzzle game where you
I want to play that game.
Organize things around the house. Are you okay, Xbox? You cool, YouTube? I don't know what happened. Oh, something broke in their stream. Anyways, there was a trailer there.
Oh wow.
Okay. After that, they had this little... a virtual floor that you could go to in VR and play these demos or something. Devolver did this like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
With like their E3 thing. It was cool.
Yeah, it might become more and more frequent if they.
Yeah.
As we advance, you know.
I think it would be more of a thing. It's just weird that they showed it off this way, where they go to each individual booth like this. It would take 20 seconds in between each booth to like slowly pan over while Kratos makes jokes at us about these games. I don't know. It's just a very slow segment. This showcase was just very slow, is what it felt like.
Yeah.
But we get a couple of games. We get this cute little platformer with this little black blob dude. I like it. It's cute.
Ooh, big old monster.
We got a little Hollow Knight looking fighting in it. After that was Moonshine Inc. A sim game where you make moonshine.
Yes.
That's all it is.
That's great.
Dope.
Why not?
Gloomwood, a game I'm excited for. Really, super badly. It's been shown off a lot.
I wish you could connect the Moonshine with that gas station sim and have like both of those going at the same time. You know, you're selling like moonshine out the back of your gas station and stuff. That'd be great. I'm just saying, you know.
Okay.
I just want to be able to do both, but in a sim, you know.
I think you probably sell other things in there too.
I mean, yeah, but
I don't even know if maybe you're not selling moonshine. I don't know. I assume so. Have like a moonshine store with like.
Yeah, that's what I want at the back of my gas station store.
That's the weird part. I don't understand why the two need to be together. I don't.
Why not? Well, I'm selling.
It's just a liquor store, dude.
I'm selling. Yeah, but it's moonshine.
Okay. I don't know why gas is involved either.
It's exclusive. Exclusive moonshine.
It's like gas is yeah, gas usually.
It's gonna be a very explosive building. Is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You're gonna have just. You can't let a match in a pretty big radius to my moonshine gas station.
Yeah.
And Fireworks Emporium. I think I'll add fireworks to it to make it extra dangerous.
Okay. The gas station is... Yeah, it's still the weird part. I don't know. Gloomwood, though. Gloomwood's cool. Gloomwood looks like old school PS1 games, but it's like a first-person stealth shooter. I don't know. This game's been shown off a lot over the years. It's like a studio of 2 people. It has like Bloodborne Gothic feels. Also, you can kill dudes in your gas station.
Nice.
Fucking play your stupid ad. And now it's just frozen. Okay, fuck you. Fuck you.
We broke it.
Fuck you. Fuck you. The Future Game Show was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. Trying to get back to where we were. Anyways, Gloomwood got announced to that thing. A couple of other games got announced to that thing. We saw Goat Simulator 3 again.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. Yeah, Goat Simulator 3 would have been after that. Oh, there is a game that I do want to show you real quick of that. We don't see a lot of 3D platformers nowadays, and I mean, not that I play a lot of 3D platformers anyways, but like old school like Banjo-Kazooie or anything like that.
Yeah.
Don't get a lot of those now. So it was really interesting to see it. A new one made by an indie studio. This is called Misk.
Dress up.
He plays a little robot.
You get to know these little parts with big hearts.
Two little 3D platforming things. I was like, oh, this is cute. Hopefully it's cool. That was about it.
Nice. Excellent.
Nothing special about that. Other than it looked cool. More Goat Simulator 3. You get even more in detail about it.
Oh my gosh, you get to just carry tables on your back.
Yeah.
As everything.
There's so much things.
Man.
Dude.
Oh man.
Katamari ball. Shoot lasers.
Goodness. Nancy's face. God, this game has it all.
In Goat Simulator 3, you can discover Sanagora to get...
Yeah, all the different game modes and like multiplayer and stuff, and then you can place the game modes wherever. So they show off like the car thing.
On a nice open field.
Like, yeah, you could have it here, or you could have it on the side of a hill, and do it where it's even more chaotic.
Or maybe on the less optimal spots.
Yeah.
Wow. Just wherever.
Because why not? Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm still so pumped for that game. After that, they showed off The Chance, which I don't know what this game is. It's like a survival horror game, but not a survival horror, but a game that is a survival game that has horror elements, like The Forest or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Is what it seems like. But I can't tell if it has like a multiplayer element or something like that. It just seems like you eat and shit while you also have to worry about horror things.
Yeah.
I love horror games. The second you start saying collecting and crafting, I'm like hard outing though.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it could be cool. Wait for some reviews to come out.
Depends on how long it is too. It looks.
Yeah, that's true. Or how in depth or how brutal is that that survival loop.
Right.
It can make it super unfun. After that, we got this game, which is called something Shadow. But it's a stealth game where you hide in the shadows.
Nice.
Assassinate robots, I guess. I thought this game was going to be like a hard M. Nope. It's a E10. We're fighting robots.
Wow.
They're bleeding oil.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm sure it'll still be fun. It still looks like a Control's good.
Okay.
But,
or you can go through smaller spaces, ignoring fences, bars, or gratings. Or you can jump from high places and smoothly.
There's quite a few trailers of this. I'd definitely say that looks like it's your bag. That's your thing. That's Airman Shadow Legacy.
Yeah,
that's the name of it. My nose is so stuffy. I need to blow it so badly. Gross.
Yeah.
After that, a remake of an old game. I talked about this the other day. I thought this was super weird. Wizardry, the 5 ordeals.
Announced that the English.
This game never came out in English.
No.
It was Japanese only. Wizardry, go back to it, is basically what would be the precursor of the Souls dungeon crawling. Like going down a corner and not knowing what's gonna pop out behind that corner, and like it's parries and of course all of that kind of stuff. Except it's a text-based, turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
People really like Wizardry.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, it was such a weird announcement.
Yeah.
$30 I think is a little steep.
Right.
But I definitely play it when it's like maybe $4.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say like 15 maybe.
But they didn't do it. They gave it English. The English like subtitles and stuff. They didn't like remaster it.
Yeah, it
still looks the same.
Translated everything. Most games come like that now.
Yeah. Play the demo. Oh, Solstice.
Souls to Ice.
People are excited about that game. I don't remember what it is. I think it's like a Soulsy hack and slash. Darksiders almost. What is this game? This is Afterfall, I think is the name of this. This looks like every other generic side-scrolling anime waifu game made by every indie developer on Steam. Yep, this is one of those games. Oh, After Image.
Xbox and Nintendo Switch in cute.
Yeah. I think this is a sequel.
Opera has only one objective. Bring the arcs and their
After Image, they announced Deliver Us Mars, which I believe is the sequel to Deliver Us the Moon. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't. I thought about looking it up. I didn't look it up. I forgot to. But yeah, it's another space game. There's a lot of talking and story in this trailer.
Yeah.
And they gave me no reason to care about it.
I know I can do this.
So I still don't care about it.
Right.
But it looks
like
pretty.
It's gonna be a lot of climbing.
Yeah.
They've been showing those hooks since the very beginning, so I feel like it's gonna be a lot of platforming.
Yeah, I don't know what the game is. Like, is this are we surviving on Mars? Is like once we get to Mars, are we like looking for resources and shit, or are we like?
I don't think so.
Going on missions.
I think it's gonna be like a
story progression,
like a Tomb Raider on Mars.
That would be a lot cooler than what I had in my idea.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
That'd be cool.
Like a Tomb Raider or a whatever that dude who's Tomb Raider now.
Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake, yeah, male Tomb Raider. It's
the
gonna be
dude
that.
Who's now Tomb Raider.
But on
that series
Mars.
ended.
I don't know. All I can think of is he's the other guy that is basically Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But yeah, that story's done. There's a new Tomb Raider coming out soon.
Yeah.
After that was Ironbird Creations. Oh, it's Phantom Hellcat. Here's a more in-depth trailer on it. See more of that side-scrolling. Oh, fuck. See a little bit more combat. I think this trailer's like a minute and a half long. So you get a good chunk of shit in there. I really hope that all of the battlefields are the same, because it looks like every time that we go into battle, it's just the one stage setting.
Alright, let's mix things
which I guess is kind of
yeah.
the vibe, is that this is all supposed to be taking place on like a stage. It's all like, that's why
like
the
a play.
backdrop's all hanging and stuff like that. Yeah. But it looks maybe the side-scrolling aspect's cool enough where that will carry it through.
Yeah, or they didn't want to reveal,
the rest of it.
Too many things, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested though. After that, they announced I don't know game. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's definitely a psychological horror game of some sort. I thought of Darkest Dungeon from the art. I don't think it's that kind of game at all.
It does have that like Darkest Dungeon look though.
Yeah, and we're climbing into a cave looking for something.
Further and further.
And we go down the cave. There's some creepy Cthulhu shit. And we kill a monster. And then it happens to be our wife. In a place that we go to all the time. And that was all we got.
Nice. So it could be similar to Darkest Dungeon, where like you do, if your insanity increases, you end up like injuring your.
Yeah.
So it could have that aspect of like survival, where like it actually plays into that mental thing.
Yeah.
So there is some way of like if your sanity gets too high, you do end up killing or whatever.
Yeah, I want to know what the movement's like in that.
Right.
Too.
Yeah, and like, is there actual combat, or is everything kind of like similar to Darkest Dungeon, where you select it?
Yeah.
And
Or
stuff.
it could be like a Spelunky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? We got 3 new games from another studio owned by Embracer Group. Hotel Fabro Barbaro. This game's like called Hotel Tycoon or Hotel something. This game looks ugly as fuck, but it looks like 2 Point Hotel basically, or Hotel Tycoon. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just another hotel game.
Hotel Architect, that's what it's called.
It looks like maybe you can be a little more loose with the floor plans, but that's about it.
Yeah. But the way that these character models look is ugly as hell. Versus like moving out or like over.
Right,
yeah,
like, yeah.
There's nothing endearing about their faces. I hate them.
Yeah, they look like those old Kirby like clay models.
You squeeze.
Or not Kirby, the clay guy. The green.
Oh, Gumby.
Gumby, yeah.
I was thinking like the squeeze.
Oh, yeah. Like the stress guys.
Yeah. After that, we got this game that's like, it looks like Borderlands, but it's like you're escaping out of this post office thing. It's kind of like Portal-esque feeling as well, like something's going on, like we're in an aperture or something. Like something sinister is going on. Yeah, I don't know. It looks fine.
Cool. It's gonna be one of those puzzle games that you play once or twice. It probably has 7 or 8 endings.
Yeah.
The Last Worker. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a Portal-esque.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, the art style is what got me. I was like, it looks like too much like Borderlands, but it's not. The writing doesn't sound like Borderlands, so maybe I'll give it a shot.
No one was yelling in that whole trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody talked about their farts or anything.
Right.
Or influencers. Another city simulator, city tycoon builder thing, except this time you're on water and you got airships and stuff.
Nice.
Cool.
See, this is the kind I want. This is like some future building.
Yeah. With
airships and dragons. Nice. Like a mythical one.
Yeah.
Look at these weird waterfall things and stuff.
Yeah, this
pretty cool.
Those look really pretty. I wish these games
I don't know what that is. That's
function
cool.
in my brain. Falconeer Chronicles, Bulwark. Build your bulwark.
Wish list now. Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
Put it on the wish list.
After that was what is this? Another montage. A bunch of weird, cool looking games that we've seen before, new games. Grid Force, Mask of the Goddess as a tile-based XCOM thing. Scare Ritual, which is like a multiplayer shooter of a game that I played called Made of Scare. It's like something. Do Not Feed the Monkeys 2099 is the sequel to Do Not Feed the Monkeys. Moonrider. This game looks sick. Looks like Axiom Verge or a Metroid Contra. Another Park Beyond. Little Glimpse. What else? Shim. Shim is another shadow-based game. Where you play as like Frogger basically and just try to go shadow to shadow.
I like that one way better, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. That game looks so sick. Pharaoh New Era, another Civ like grand strategy. Doma King Cabbage, which this art style looks crazy.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of
The Amazing World of Gumball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Immediately. Yeah.
That was our.
Yeah, that was exactly where my head went. I was like, that looks like Gumball. After that, this is an RTS trailer, made by some RTS devs.
Nice.
RTS devs. Yeah, cool. Western Front is the name of that.
Western Front.
I'll show a little glimpse of what it looks like hitching with all those soldiers and shit. But Kyle turned around and was like, "What's that?"
Hey,
I don't know, man. I'm watching it now.
Let's find out together. Western Front. Take over the West.
Yeah. It's another one of those games. He was excited, so I know it looks good, I guess.
The operating system of this phone. I kind of run things around here.
Hello, and welcome to the update protocol.
What was that?
I don't know what this is. This looks like
bits and 0 bits will be put in their proper order.
Thomas was alone, or not Thomas was alone, but
Just shut up. It's okay, buddy. We're handling this. It's time to put it use
there's that game that just came out. It was like a loose sequel. Anyways, Backfirewall, that's the name of that.
That looks neat.
Stanley Parables.
Yeah, Stanley Parables. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. Very British humor while somebody's talking to you through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looked fine. After that, another montage from another studio. And apparently the music of this got muted. So, no music. But they announced some games moving out. We already saw that, but more of that. This game, I don't remember what that game. It says it at the beginning. But anyways, Night Witch, Bullet Hell, Side Scroll. It's so weird that they muted the music on this. Why not? Bravery Greed looks like Terraria. Almost.
Yeah.
Or Castle Crashers. Kind of cool.
Ooh, wow.
I do like the look of it.
Yeah.
After that was this weird, like, sim Animal Crossing, like, builder thing. Sunday Gold, which is, like, a music, mobster thing.
This is not just
music themed like detective mobster turn-based thing.
Nice.
It's a good way to do it, where it's like a detective noir story, like soaked in jazz, is what I would say.
That sounds great.
But the combat's like turn-based. You got a Thymese trailer that's out now. It's a Souls-like, but
yeah,
it plays fast like Bloodborne. It got a whole bunch of 7s, but people are like, it could be promising. Oh, the music's back. Apparently the song was over. And then we got this game, Ship of Fools, which is like Don't Starve, but on a boat almost. The vibe I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks fine. Definitely not my type of game. It's the overcooked style that I don't like.
Yeah, it depends on how long you end up being on that boat. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that the whole time. All that, like, boat combat.
Yeah, I think that's the main portion, and then you dock somewhere, you get resources and upgrades and stuff, and then you go out on your next voyage. Yeah, and then the ship voyage is like overcooked mechanics.
Yeah, right, yeah. That would be my thing. I'd be,
Yeah.
For the immersive horror symbol.
Oh, Layers of Fear. Layers of Fears? Is that what this is? No. This is SCP files?
It's because of this that we found
Yes.
SCP? Oh, yeah. I love these.
Yeah, Kyle's super into these. Yeah, they're making a whole game based off the SCP.
Nice. Oh, so
catalog.
I wonder if each individual SCP has its own level, probably.
Yeah, and things will be all over the place different wise.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're crazy, the SCPs. There's some crazy ones.
Yeah, there's clips of different types of art and different.
They didn't even show, like, some of the, like, meme ones either, which is cool.
No, I imagine it's gonna be very horror.
I mean, like, some of the ones that they show that are, like, really popular are terrifying. They just, like, don't look at it or whatever. But, I mean, that'll be sick regardless, yeah. And it'll kind of open that lore up.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's almost never ending.
Yeah. Its
Practically.
Control is loosely based on a lot of that stuff, too. With the house and all of this stuff. It's the fridge that you can't look away from and stuff like that. Yeah, that controls that game, but more about artifacts,
right?
Specifically versus like the SCP being. At least this seems more about the alternate dimension demons.
Kind of. It kind of looks like you're taking place in the stories themselves of like them being in the facility or whatever and stuff.
I believe you play as a worker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're like not I'm sure it's not word for word as the files like on the website or whatever, but like reliving the experiences of like experiencing these entities or discovering, capturing them or whatever.
No, you play as a worker in the facility.
Yeah.
You're not capturing them.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, but some of them like do freaky
job.
shit, and that is part of it. It's like putting them in their shit and stuff.
Yeah, it looks cool though. What was this? Oh yeah, there's another side-scrolling game where you play as a little girl. The art's kind of pretty. It also kind of reminds me of a mini-clip game. I don't know, the animation. That's not really. I don't really mean it in an insult, but like it definitely looks low budget. It's called Teslagrad. It's okay. I like some of the design, but the art's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Is this Layers of Fears? No, this is the Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me.
Nice.
This is the 4th entry to the Dark Pictures.
What the hell is that?
Remember how the Outlast trials took place in a Saw house?
Is this a good idea?
Yeah.
So does this game.
I don't see any other options.
Nice.
This has
It's,
been weird every step of the way, and now it's getting scary.
It's like,
This is beyond.
yeah, you're just in a murder house, trying to escape. And it's gonna be gorier than ever, is what they said.
Oh wait, that's great.
Yeah, it's gonna be super gnarly.
Do you know anyone who's truly happy?
Ooh, I like that trailer.
Yeah, that looked like Stranger Than Fiction. It's the vibe that I got from that immediately.
Check this out.
It's a puzzle.
New gameplay challenges. I'm excited for that.
More puzzles.
Yeah, because the puzzles were like, the puzzles have always been shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're really nothing. They're really just like walk over to this corner of the room and pick up this certain item, and then you trigger the right cutscene.
Oh.
Choose, doesn't he? Oh my god.
Wow.
If we don't do something, both of them will die.
We have to do.
I mean, it's cool that like with each one, they are making it better. You know, it's not like they're like living in the first one. Like.
Yeah, and people like the Quarry, the one that just came out.
Yeah.
I do not like Man of Medan. I do. I kind of liked Little Hope.
Yeah.
Vaguely. Like, I like half of that game.
Coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
I didn't like the one on the boat.
I don't think. Yeah, that's Man of Medan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That one did not flow very well at all.
Yeah.
And Little Hope was
the witch one.
The witch one. I kind of remember that one. I don't remember being like completely upset, but I was just like, okay, we did it.
It was fine.
And then the
third one I didn't play.
The third one, I almost wanted to
House of Ashes
play it again because after the ending, you're like, oh, I wanted to play it again, but then part of me was like, oh, well, I don't want to ruin the ending, but like part of me was like,
I won't play it.
Oh, well,
I don't care.
Anyways, spoilers just in case. Basically, at the end, you discover that the whole thing that you did was just like an illusion. All the characters and stuff don't exist.
Oh.
You're just like one person, and your ending decides on whether like
that's the end of
you
like
go
Little
to
Hope.
jail or something.
Yeah, that's the end of Little Hope as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
The which one? Maybe I've got those backwards then.
Where you're the whole time you're the old man driving the bus and you're still in the diner.
Yeah, okay, that's the one I'm thinking of then.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
the
So
Little Hope. The House of Ashes is the one that takes place in the Iraq War. Where it's Pazuzu and the monsters underneath.
I have to look it up. I have to look at it now because I can't remember. I know I played all three of them, but for some reason I'm on like...
Yeah.
Either way.
They were like, what about if we just took the desert parts of The Exorcist 2 and made that into a movie, or made that into a video game with Iraqi soldiers. Or not Iraqi soldiers, but U.S. soldiers in Iraq.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's probably... Maybe I just skipped that one because I was like, oh, this isn't that scary because it's not...
People like that one the best.
Really?
I was.
Is that the newest one?
Point. Yeah, that was the last one.
Well, then I mean, maybe it's getting better.
The newest one was The Quarry, which was not part of the Dark Pictures anthology. It was a game that was published by 2K.
Yeah.
It was specifically going to come out only on Google Stadia.
Yeah.
And then Google canceled that. So they were just ended up putting on everything else. But people like The Quarry. I mean, people like it more than they like Little Hope and Man of Medan.
Well,
When I say people like The Quarry, it's people like that first game that they made the most.
Yeah.
Until Dawn, which
I
don't think holds up either. I think that game has shit writing.
I think it was mostly just the hype because it was like that multiple ending quick horror
everyone
loves a choose your own ending. You know?
Yeah, we were talking about like the Telltale thing of like Telltale was back then. Telltale was still at its prime.
Right.
Telltale was still putting out bangers. I mean, in their, at least in their catalog. So yeah, it was right time at the right moment, and Telltale's not making horror games, so
right.
I mean, Walking Dead's the closest horror you got from them. Anyway, speaking of horror games, there's another indie horror game. This kind of reminded me of PT, and then I saw the name. I was like, I can't believe that's the name of a game.
Trailer for their atmospheric horror game.
I don't want her to say the name, because I think she does. I can't believe this is the name of a game, but I guess it's a thing. What about if PTSD was a horror game?
Oh, nice.
Another short little trailer, so it's not like much. Spooky.
I feel like I've seen a In the Trenches style horror game before.
Blair Witch had those moments
Yeah.
in there. I talked about that in this game. I was like, this looked like a blooper team game. Because I was waiting for Layers of Fears. And I was like, if this is like Blair Witch, though, Blair Witch wasn't that good. So hopefully it's better than Blair Witch.
At least, it wasn't meant to be.
Fucking kidding me with the ads, dude. This is stupid. Stupid. Anyways, the name of the game is called EXP War Trauma.
And works twice as hard when you take it again.
Wow. Experience
War Trauma.
Nice.
I was like,
right on the nose.
Yeah.
Oh, my hero
I was like, yeah. Why is the name of the game? I also think it's weird that if you, I go back to that while he's walking down the aisle. He walks down this aisle, and the monster's literally right there to the left of him. How am I here again? And then I get scared for the monster behind me, even though I'm looking at one.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't think that's... Oh, the demo. I forgot about that.
Interesting.
But, cool. Yeah. Looks scary. I'm down.
Yeah.
More
I'll
horror.
try it.
Speaking of more, here's another post-apocalyptic survival game.
Nice.
This gave me zombie vibes, and then no zombies showed up, so I don't know. This looks like Last of Us without the zombies. And what about if I could also eat things?
It's like not The Last of Us, but well, yeah, it does have that Last of Us vibe, but also kind of like State of Decay.
Yeah, that's more of what I thought too. I said Last of Us because of the plucking acoustic guitar in the woods.
Yeah, and the truck driving and stuff.
Yeah, this is and survive, and I wasn't expecting this, where we're breaking into enemy camps and like stealing food. I was expecting zombies or something.
Yeah, that's interesting. Is this gonna be like other players' camps?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, with all that crafting
drones,
and stuff
it's
like
the
that.
apocalypse where we got working drones.
I'd imagine at least, like, a co-op.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. This could totally just be a single-player story game. There's no indication that it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh.
Rooted is the name of that.
Rooted.
After that, they showed off a VR game.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's a Japanese horror monster VR game where you're shooting and killing things. Also, the music is not in this trailer.
VR game.
Yeah, it's a super VR game with a whole bunch of yokai that look pretty gnarly. I can't believe there's no music. Hellsweeper VR is the name of that.
Nice.
Hell yeah. After that, we got a updated trailer for this game. It's called Stray Blade. This is written. It plays like a Souls-like. It kind of reminds me of like a Skyrim. The art reminds me of a low-budget like Darksiders.
Oh, I thought Fortnite.
Fortnite, I guess. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit more like. Definitely a little bit more budget. Like Fortnite's definitely cartoony, but like.
That's what I thought. Nice. Either Fortnite or like Fable, maybe.
Fable, yes, but I still think this looks way too low budget for a Fable too.
Yeah.
That's why Darksiders is like the perfect B game. There's like it looks low budget.
It has that phone app music too.
Yeah, it looks like a phone game. I'm not even gonna lie. This game's called Stray Blade though. This got revealed last year at Gamescom. I mean the gameplay looks promising. I don't like the way that they talk to each other. This writing is not good.
Yeah.
I know I've been talking over it, but
Oh my. You want to know what this is, right? Well, this behind me is an arcane forge. It was used by the LSE to create the
yeah, whatever this is, I'm not into.
Right. Stray Blade.
Stray Blade, coming 2023. Okay. After that, we got another RTS
releasing
game.
A new level editor, giving you the tools to unleash your imagination and create new content for the community. And this is only the beginning, Commander.
Nice.
We have new modes.
Oh, he called me Commander.
Extra maps for you to fight.
Oh, this is the Crossfire game that I was thinking of. This is the mobile, or not mobile, but RTS Crossfire game. Crossfire Legion. It's a mobile. It might be mobile.
is available now, and for a limited period, you can get Crossfire Legion with 34% off.
Okay, so that doesn't tell me anything.
34%.
It told me everything but the platform it was on. After that was this game, which I think is something Gods of Rock, I think is the name of this. It is a fighter, but it's also a rhythm game.
Nice.
Interesting premise, but it's weird because like the way I play rhythm games, like I'm okay, you know, I'll miss notes and stuff like that. But once you get a person who's like throwing out perfects, like how do you win? Is it just based on when and where you throw out your specials? And
there's probably probably some timing involved.
Yeah,
because it looks like if maybe he's better or whatever, there's more that pop up, like more buttons.
Oh, maybe.
So it like gets harder or easier. You know, the better or worse you are, or whatever.
Yeah.
On top of having specials and then. Yeah, I don't know. That is weird.
It is interesting though. But yeah,
I would get distracted because I'd be wanting to stare. I'd be wanting to watch him fight and the moves, but I'm like sitting here staring at the buttons. Like,
yeah, I would be. I wouldn't be able to function.
Right.
After that was a game that we heard about at the Xbox showcase. This is called Lightyear Frontier. It is a farming simulator where you play in a mech. It's like Slime Rancher. Kind of like Slime Rancher. It's like Slime Rancher. Astroneer is another game that I would compare it to.
You'll be able to sell them at the merchant for more materials.
Yeah, you play as a mech. And yeah, you just farm shit. Get your resources.
Nice.
Live on your Alien World. Cool. Did you play PC games back in the day? Have we ever talked about PC games from back in the day?
A little bit, but not a ton.
Do you know a game called System Shock?
No.
Does that ring a bell?
I don't think so.
System Shock is a survival horror game that takes place in space. Back before space horror was the big thing.
Yeah.
This is from like 98? I want to say 90, maybe before that. Old PC game. They're remaking it. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
This has been underway. They're also making a third one as a new one. That game is a long time coming. It's been in development forever. Both of these games have been in development for a very long time. The remake and the third one. But we got a trailer for the remake.
Mic check on Showdown.
It looks dope.
18.
I'm excited.
Humans interfacing with computers
for their own entertainment.
The very notion disgusts
me. Look upon my works, foul creatures,
and weep at its magnificence. It is a beautiful day on Citadel Station. Humanity is on the verge of a new era. I, Shodan, am its new god. Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone.
How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
I love this look. It's like Doom pixel doors and enemies sometimes, but like realistic at the same time. It's like a glitchy computer game.
Fuse flesh and steel into perfection.
Wow, yeah.
Like that lightning is all voxeled.
Right.
Their blood is on your hands.
So cool. Such a weird, unique look. I'm really excited.
That's super dope, yeah.
You can find documentaries upon documentaries about System Shock and the influences of that game. I mean, of course, like, fucking, what's her fuck from Portal is based off her.
Right.
The AI from that. Yeah. Great game. Half-Life 2 later. Here's Layers of Fears. We can talk about all the bad things I think Bloober team does in horror games. We'll talk about Layers of Fear 1 again. This game specifically is weird because not only does it connect the stories between Layers of Fear 1 and 2, but it's a retelling of those games, and it's like mostly segments of the first two games with like a little bit of in between. Honestly, I want to play through the second one. I have no desire to play through this one.
No.
But if it's fine enough and it's different enough in the end, then maybe. But from what I've heard, this is basically just like playing those first two games.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
What the point is then?
It's next gen only, or current gen only. It's gonna look better. 4K, 60 frames, you know.
Right.
Ray tracing. But there's gonna be some little story stuff that'll be different.
Right, some additional lore and stuff.
Yeah.
So this could have been like a DLC.
I think this is the character from the second game that we're playing as too. But actually, that's the dude for the first game, so I don't know. Playing through both. Anyways, yeah, it's one of those games. Horror reimagined. Is what they're saying.
Nice.
And that was what they ended on. Oh no, this is what they ended on. This is the most fucking... I'm sure the game will be fine. I have no reason to think it won't be, because they don't show any gameplay. This is a CG trailer. This is a game made by Neil Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp is the director of District 9 and like Chappie and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
We've talked about a lot of things that I don't like in this thing. I don't like his movies.
Oh, you don't like those movies?
No. I mean, District 9's good. Chappie is not a good movie.
No?
The movie's garbage, in my opinion.
Keep your eyes on the target, Slick.
This has like a weird psychological drug feeling, but this looks like any other shooter, and this trailer goes for like 5 minutes long. Just keeps going and going and going and going, and we're going more. And we're done. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you remember anything we just went through?
Just that fighting game with the beats.
Yeah. I've seen those showcases now like 4 or 5 times with people reacting to them.
I mean, I'm not really hyped for anything.
I couldn't fucking tell you anything that we just watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not hyped for anything.
Right. Yeah, it's all pretty, like... I mean, some of it I'll play and I'll be like, hell yeah, you know, but I'm not, like, jumping to get on it or whatever. There's still games that I'm more excited that are out now that I haven't played that I want to than any of that.
Yeah, and everything else that was on the show floor had already been announced.
That too, yeah.
Like, you can look up the Xbox booth. It was like Grounded, Age of Empires 4, Microsoft Flight Simulator, like Halo. No, Halo wasn't there, but they had a couple of demos for the games that we did see from them, or like Lies of P was at their booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Gamescom is underwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to continue to be that way from now on. Where Gamescom is definitely going to get the scraps of all the other showcases.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a lot of these B-tier announcements, or C-tier announcements. That's what
right, just DLCs and...
Yeah. Announcements for cars.
Mobile games and... Yeah.
Yeah. And we got a whole bunch of gameplay stuff. I wanted to go over the Lies of P gameplay. We've been going for 2 hours and 30 minutes almost. So we'll talk about Lies of P gameplay in the next episode.
Word.
But yeah, I'll leave it there. What is your full takeaway on Gamescom?
I mean, you know, games are coming out, and that is exactly what they wanted you to know, is that they have games that they'd like you to try. I don't have anything I'm super excited for. I'm trying to remember. There was that one side-scroller game. The mystery one, where you're, like, solving the little, like...
the Cthulhu one? Or?
Oh, no, not the one where it's like a Mad Lib.
Oh, The Curse of the Golden Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one looks cool.
Yeah, that has a demo now on Steam.
Oh,
so
nice.
like after this,
maybe
I'll
I'll
play it.
Maybe
go
I'll
try
work
it
that
out.
Yeah. Because that's
I,
like right on my alley with like different genres and stuff.
Yeah, I was super interested in that too. So I'll be interested to see what you think. Isla and Dawn from Easy Allies played that recently too.
Yeah.
On their most recent Easy update. I'm about to watch that, but I haven't yet. So. I'll watch that once you go play that. I mean, I'm supposed to be going to bed soon, but I'll edit this together real quick and then go to bed. Yeah. Nothing I'm really excited for. I mean, the horror stuff is horror stuff. I'm always excited to play a new horror game, but
it was nothing that was like not new, but
yeah,
that felt like something I haven't already played, or literally is something that I already played.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Where it's, I don't know.
Like even the Experience war trauma game feel like as scary as that is, I feel like it's gonna become very like it's just PT in a trench basically.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I got.
And you're just gonna keep walking around the same trench circle or whatever, fall in the hole.
Run away from the monster.
You'll get the flashbacks through the speaker and the story of your life, and then you'll wake up in a hospital bed and you're actually 87 or something, like
yeah. Yeah. The SCP thing, of course.
Oh, that one, yeah. I did forget about that one. That one I am actually truly, I do want to do that one just because I am a fan of seeing other people reimagine the SCP. I watch a lot of like SCP stuff online on YouTube and stuff, like different reenactments and stuff. So like that is exciting.
I'm excited for the premise. Again, a lot of these studios are indie studios that haven't made games before too.
Right. I think with that kind of game though, if they're just like telling the story and it looks decent, I don't think they can go wrong.
I think they can, because that's just, if it's a walking simulator horror game, it's just Layers of Fear or Blair Witch.
Well, yeah, but SCP has enough of its own individuality that it will be, sure, it'll be a walking simulator, but the stories themselves, I think, will be vast enough that, like, it'll give you at least a slightly different feeling. I don't know. It depends on how they go about it.
Yeah, it all depends on how they throw all that together, because, I mean, just because the stories are interesting, it's connectivity into one another.
Yeah.
Can be complete shit. I mean, it just really has to control bad for me to, like, give up on it, you know? Like, it could be the coolest looking horror game in the world, but if the gameplay doesn't feel good itself, like, even if the walking feels bad, like, I'll put it down. So, I don't know. I am excited for it, though. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's definitely one of the highlights for me. And then Ghost Simulator 3, of course, and, like, but we've seen that game 100 times now.
Right.
And that was all just here. The last time we saw it before Gamescom, it was just the Dead Island 2 fake out.
Yeah, and that didn't even really have gameplay, like,
no, I don't think it did at all. I think it was just a CG trailer.
Just the trailer, yeah.
But yeah. What I said, the reaction video of Opening Night Live is still where I stand. Like I said, Gamescom is underwhelming.
Yeah.
Set in Gamescom 2021 and 2022. That's 2 years now. It's underwhelming. I'm sorry, Jeff Keighley. You need to step it up. I just think everything needs to be stepped up across the board with his showcases. Like, just a little revamp.
Yeah.
And just somebody who's better at cutting down this show, because all of his shows have the problem of being way too long and filled with nonsense that doesn't need to be there. It's unfortunate, but games are coming, like you said, so there's always that. Hey, you know what else is coming? Another podcast in 2 days. We should probably call it an episode.
Alright.
So with that being said, guys, we got Gamescom out of the way. We could talk about cool, fun things next week instead of shitting on things. This is a lot of me shitting on things for 2 hours while Patrick listens to me.
We're just pooping it on all of it.
But that's what Gamescom turned into. You can go watch my reaction videos to see me react to these games for the first time and then get very angry. That was a lot of fun. It's been fun, guys. It's been real. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Bye! See you!